chilling in the car right now, waiting for my wife to go shopping. The baby fell asleep in the back seat. I'm just scrolling through, looking through some of my analytics and stuff on YouTube, and this whole social media thing is so fake. It's unreal. I made a video the other day talking about Oliver Anthony was in the title. That video's, at last time I checked, was a few minutes ago, had like over 13,000 views. All my other videos I've done have like 5, 20, 100, 500. None of them, I only got 80 followers as of this point. But none of the videos really do that good. And I don't know if it's either the YouTube algorithm just not pushing my videos, or it's just stuff that people aren't interested in hearing. In a lot of my videos I get, when a lot of times when you're on social media, you're on there looking at, something you want to learn, it's, informational, and a lot of my content is just talking my opinion and how I view things and just personal life experience and going over all the mistakes and stuff I made and, overcoming drug addiction, stuff like that. So I get that I don't have like a lot to offer. I fish, so a lot of my content I watch is fishing stuff, how to do this, that time of the year, what lures you use, and when the water's dirty, what colors you use, stuff like that. And, or political stuff, news stuff. And I'm not doing either one of those. I'm not really teaching anyone anything. It's just kind of my views on stuff. But I don't know. I don't like this whole social media thing much. And it's just funny how one video will skyrocket. In the last, some of my other videos that have done better than most of them, I had mentioned other bigger creators in them. I mentioned Andrew Wilson and Pearly Davis and her show in a couple that did pretty good. For a couple days they were getting a lot of views, and I was getting a lot of comments and a lot of interaction. And it's just I don't know, it's just funny how fake things are. About a month ago I started a TikTok, finally started a TikTok account, and I had posted a couple of videos just from my YouTube stuff, stuff I already had saved. And the first video I posted got like 700-800 views almost immediately. A bunch of people were commenting, and a couple of followers, and I'm like, wow, this TikTok thing's pretty easy, and I started uploading more of the videos that I had saved and stuff like that, and they tanked completely. 0 views, no more engagement. It was just all fake. And I think it's it's like that first high, when you start doing drugs, you're always trying to chase that high again. And I think that's what these social media companies do, is they give you a little bit so you keep coming back. And I don't know, it's easy to get sucked into it and want to keep that engagement going, and it's easy for me to just keep making more videos about Oliver Anthony because I want the views and the likes and the comments. But I'm just going to keep on doing what I'm doing, and some people seem to appreciate my content. Like I said, I keep getting new followers that aren't, just friends and family or people that I know, that are finding it and appreciating it for what it is and following it. So I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing and keep making the content that I want to talk about, the things that I want to talk about. And none of my videos, I don't ever, it's another thing that gets on my nerves, is I watch a lot of these bigger streamers and stuff, and I get that it's their only source of income, or not only source, but their primary source of income. So they're always saying, you got to like the video, Myron Gaines. I was watching his stream the other day, and he was going over the Diddy court documents, and he's like, there's 5,000 of you guys watching the channel. I'm not going to read these documents till I get 3,000 likes on the video. And everyone's always asking, to subscribe and stuff, and I don't do that in any of my videos. I just want my stuff to be organic you know, that's how I was even when I had my off-road shop. I never did social media stuff and, you know, flaunted any of my work on the internet. I let all my customers do it for me. You know, eventually I did start a, you know, Instagram and Facebook page for the business, but I never posted to it. I didn't even know how to get on it. My wife did all that. I just would send her a couple pics throughout the day and she would post them. And I just don't like having to ask for attention, you know? Even though I'm a complete narcissist, I don't like asking for people to like me. You know, I want my work or my character to speak for itself versus please subscribe, you know, please donate, please like the video. If you guys like the content, then like it. If you guys want to see more of the content, then subscribe. Yeah, I mean, that's how I feel about it. Social media is fake. Don't get sucked into it.